Hey there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time of day this is for you. And it's morning on the Sunday for me. On the sad Saturday, right? A little bit of a sad Sunday. I'm just had to look up the listing for the farm. Rose Island Road, Rocky Roller Coaster, Rose Island Road. I was always excited about that place. But you see, so let's move back. His family's older. He had a couple siblings sick, and I was missing my family. It was a house that had been in his family for a long time. It was supposed to be my name on it too. So that was one of our things. I wasn't respected out there because, it wasn't my house. And it's not for a material thing. It was just for me to say, no, it's my house too. See? Now you need to respect me in my house. But I don't fight for that. I'll fight for those things. I always dreamed of having home for my kids to always come home to, no matter how big they got, right? That's what I've been working on. That's just what Begin Within's supposed to be too. I said something I didn't have. My parents finally got that place, and then they separated. So there's no family home. It's just something I always wanted. We moved around a lot. I wanted to give my kids stability like that. The place that they could always go. When things grow and we change. And so even that homestead at my Aunt Carol Ann's, that's another place. It's my favorite place in the world. Great healing place. And even at Rocky Rose Island Road, at that farm, I'd found great healing there as well. On that property, walking that property, dreaming about that property, all the potential that could have been, but all that was projected on me, that I didn't like the place. Oh, I hated the place, and blah, blah, blah. It was the complaining. It was who and there with. I mean, I grew up a very simple life. I didn't expect a lot. So, I lived that farm life. I consider myself more of a farm girl than a city girl. Even though I was raised more so in the city, we always went back to the farms, right? It's the families were on the farms. I come from a farm family, Actually, it's kind of funny, because my family's originated kind of up from this area, Pefferlaw and stuff like that, right? More closer here, I guess. No, I want to get on and share that. So many changes. I don't want to scare and worry myself that I lose this place too, because then they don't have anything. That's not right. Leave the kids in the home. If they want to sell it when they grow up, that's fine. They'll do that when I'm gone. If they don't have no use for it, whatever, and they've been able to establish themselves, whatever. And for me here, it's like family business too, right? Whether they wanted to continue that on or... My dreams have never been really selfish. And for me, I just need that little place. I'm a homebody. I just need my home to be peaceful and comfortable. And, I can have adventures there. I love to have little forest back here, I can do that. And in that. Oh, well, and if this is something where, right, I'll get blamed for it too. It had to be sold because, you know, there's other big bills that need to be paid. It wasn't my fault. There was no need for that. Absolutely no need. It was going based off of what other people were saying and not coming in. And even after I said, no, it's not listening to me. It's listening to what others say about me. You do that for others, right? I don't know. Do you listen when somebody tells you this is what I'm feeling, or you go, no? Do you think that's what they're feeling? No, you know, we know better what they're feeling than they do. I hope you don't do that to anybody. I try not to do that myself, like even to my children, you know. Try to honor what they feel, but then they won't talk to me about that. They used to talk to me now. It's a bad thing to talk to Bob. Doesn't matter what I'm talking about. I have nice, fun conversations with them. They tune me out. It's like, no, I just want you to get me what I want, do what I want. If you don't, well, I'm telling on you. And, you know, that's what kids do. My kids aren't to blame. Adults that let them play those games, right? Encourage those games. Anyway, it's a beautiful piece. Anybody want to buy it for me? You haven't thought about that? My kids back, why not just trade them, right? Here, you take this place. Let me take the kids out to the farm for the weekend. You got somebody else living there and you can see, you feel so bad for having her to move. But our children are upset. They love that place. Our Princess Shuka saw us buried out there. And doing this just feeds it more, right? If that's what they get off on. They watch my stuff. Why else would they watch my stuff, right? See what they can use against me. See how they can keep setting up to say, hey, see, we told you this was the truth. Look at her. So unstable. But Mom would be stable without her children. Especially a mother that, you know, that was my whole life. To be a mom. Put my stuff aside. Right? Oh. Oh, I'm trying to show you the thing. I'm looking it up. It's through Bows and Cox. What are their featured properties? 710 Rose Island Road. The absolutely cool hill. Right. I don't know if it's showing the right of that. Okay. It's a beautiful 710. Look at that. There was like 50 acres. So much to do back there. Let me... Hey, this place, I wanted to make that my studio. Right, it still got stuff in there. Right, it faces the east too. I want to do like meditation thing up here. I had so many plans. I could have done like, and this wood stove, I was upset when he put the insert in there, but that's fine. It was a beautiful, beautiful fireplace. The place has been up there for so long. I loved it right from the start. It was like a dream of mine to have a place like my acre land, Uncle Greg's. Everybody can come there. I didn't want to leave. I was asked to leave. because I was too much. Didn't know all the stuff that was going on in my body then, and you know. And so I went with it because I was tired. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it no more. And then my Andy Bear started to disrespect me too. And I thought, no, always said, especially with boys, any boy that disrespects their mom is a very scary man indeed. Oh, I've always been, firm on that. Respect women, respect girls and women, both. It needs to go both ways. I've always been about that both ways because I've seen women that didn't respect their men too, right? So it's, I've got to take responsibility for that in ourselves. And I would go and switch to the death. Maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe it's just way too much. Just never been so sad. I must have done it before. So I'm still growing through this. It's not done. I just want to get on. Get going and keep getting. My kid is not settled. And I miss them so much. It's all the stuff that I've done, all the hard work we've done so far is getting undone. Kids need the routines and guidance and boundaries and all that. They don't have all that. All the hard work put in with my children. Including with their diets and what they eat and all the healthy stuff to get them good healthy starts, to help them have good habits, because it's easier to create good habits than it is to change bad habits later. And now there's all these bad habits. Mine too, of course, right? Because I need to switch mine too. So they picked up on my bad habits before I switched them. And I started picking up on others, because I started changing that myself. And then backwards, I think I started going backwards. Oh. Release. It's big changes, 'Tis the season. Gonna be 46. Am I in midlife now? No, I'm not gonna be midlife till like 60 maybe, because I'm gonna live to like 102 or 120. 102 or 120. It's gonna be about that. It's gonna be a 1, a 2, and a 0 in there. That's right. Hey, I'm just so stubborn, I'll do that. Oh, that's the thing. There goes the hard thoughts. Like, what's the point without my kids? My children don't even want me. They need me. I know that. They're convinced that they don't. What do they need mom for, right? Make them feel guilty because they're lying and stuff. Make them have a look at themselves. That's what I found. A lot of people then tend to fracture off from me or whatever when they, I don't know, because I really work hard on that judgment. People say they don't feel judged by me or whatever, yet still people will cut off from me because, I don't know, I guess, and speculate and all that, and that just makes you, right? Because I always look at myself. I take responsibility. What did I do? So this has been so hard in my life. I'm so grateful. My connection to Source, for those couples, just those few little, where I know it's true. It's hard to tell yourself, right, how much you mean to your family, that you mean just as much to them as they mean to you. When you come into your hard times and they're not there for you as much as you were for them. No matter what's going on, you know. We can say, oh, because of stuff going on in the world. I mean, there was things long before this. You know. There's a lot of people that will just agree with the one that's right in front of them or whatever, but it's damaging. Now I learned about that toxic positivity too. I know I was, so please forgive me if anybody I was a toxic positive person to you. Is it because I didn't know either? So I felt that's what we need to do. Connect with that source. We know everything's okay. It doesn't matter. All the stuff that we go through is part of that life lesson. Yeah, bring it on. Yeah, I'm human. Look at, I can cry. And that's a big one for me too. I thought I didn't cry. I thought I was a cold person because I didn't cry when others would cry. This is part of the autism. I didn't, I've always felt awkward and just always kind of attached to somebody that was more outgoing or whatever, seemed to be more accepted, was more funny or whatever. So many changes. Because there's so much in the air. I have faith and I trust everything is in divine and perfect order. I mean, I'm still a human being growing through this shit. Doing the best I can to hang in there and roll with it and follow my guidance. And just so tired. Yeah. Had a beautiful life, though. It's been beautiful. It's part of life. Growing, learning. Embracing all of it. What we resist persists. Okay. There's a way that I could buy that, I would, right? That's how I thought about it. The little shop in town, that advertises for the bigger healing retreat place. Had a dream we were going to call acquainted with building healing lodge. It's my bigger dream now, right? I mean, Chrissy Car superstar. And all that was to, advertise for my little shop. Come rich and famous. Come to my Begin Within shop. Or as I've told you before, manipulate the world into being peaceful, happy, loving people. Always, everybody got their own choices, and manipulation isn't a bad thing if it's with clay and whatever, right? That's in itself. It's when we're trying to manipulate others for our own personal benefits and it doesn't benefit anybody else. Then you're not really even benefiting yourself. Really. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to make it clear. Make what clear? Huh. I just wanted to share how I'm feeling. Haven't been on it a Sunday, but you see how we can swing it, right? Go from... You can't even watch my dancing video, right? They keep blocking me. I think every time I put an Eagles song in there, they block me. There was another one, too, but... I had a fun solo dance party yesterday. Well, I did mostly singing. I'm trying to switch to that. Do my singing. I love singing. I love dancing. I love music. And that was one of my special interests. Would sit there and record with the cassette, right? You know what it's supposed to. Record off the radio. And then I would keep playing it back to write down. And I still got the book. Words to songs I like. Playing right down and write out all the lyrics. I learned them all. It scares me too. Like, gives me lots of answers, but right now with all the still not with this autistic spectrum stuff, still so much to learn about that. Some look at it as a disability or whatever, right? Could it be used against me now with the stuff that's going on? Because everything, it's like I'm the criminal. Everything I say can and is used against me in some way. Everything I say, everything I do. You can do it so it just looks like me. It was his favorite thing, my self-abusive wife. And nobody has to do anything to hurt myself enough. What did I do? Could I said it this way? How about if I did it that way? If I didn't look this way? If I didn't look that way? If I didn't move this way? If I didn't move that way? If I just could completely control myself? Be a chameleon, adapt, right? So I don't stand out. But I was made to stand out. I can't blend in. I try. I try to hide and be invisible. I was for a little while. I feel invisible now. Or, no, like that annoying mosquito. And not everybody, and I thank God for that. Thank God for that. Because if it really was everybody, I wouldn't be here. Just like that. What would be the point? Right, if I didn't think anybody would be hurt by offing myself. And I don't want to find out. Right, we over on the other side. Oh, we're having a party. Glad that I'm gone. No. And when that time does come, not that I off myself, whatever, but, you know, we all going to go sometime. I'm going to go to that blue side road, you know, when it's God's will for me. Creator says it's time, whatever, calls me home, blah, blah, blah. I do want everybody to celebrate. I really do. I see people dancing, you know, put together clips, my bloopers or whatever. I want people laughing and dancing and celebrating. Celebrating. No matter what, I could smile and laugh no matter what was going on. Because that was the joy in my heart, no matter what. But that's the thing. It's harder to feel it. I sit in my empty nest and there's big gaps go by and I don't have my kids with me. It wouldn't be a big deal if it didn't go down like this. I like the way it's been going down. Lies, deceit, backstabbing, betrayal. We go to trial, there's people gonna have to perjurize themselves on stand because they've told bold-faced lies, things they don't even know, and yet they're claiming to know. That's the thing. I don't want to go through that. But hey, they made that choice. But here I'm thinking, I don't want those people to have to go and lie. They can get in trouble doing that. Well, hey, they chose to do that. Why am I feeling bad for something they chose to do? Why do I feel bad for the people that still got everybody all around them? And they're pointing a finger at somebody else all by yourself. And then when enough isn't enough, they got to just keep going. They don't stop. They keep drawing it out. For what? What is it getting them? What is it getting you? Is it worth it? Is it worth it for my children? To not have a home? Oh, sure. They'll make sure that, when the time comes, they're going to have lots of money, They'll have trust fund, they'll have money, but no mommy. No. No homestead. Place they grew up. No home-based, solid foundation. This is what I wanted to give them. I know this body can't go on. I want to do this. I'm one human being. I ain't the little red hen, Never claimed to be. I'm just like, why keep going? If nobody's interested, why? Okay, I'm not just going to keep pushing. But, this story's not just for me, it's for others too. So this has been around. Been dreaming this for a long time. Even had a cousin that dreamt about it and saw me. It's this little shop owner. And this is going way back. A bit more, I wanted to be a Christianna superstar, right? I had this dream of my little metaphysical shop. That would be my little, where I retire. I could still retire and work in my own little shop. The kooky lady behind the counter. The wise old kooky lady. Only looks kooky, until you listen to the cookie and you hear there's so much wisdom in that cookie. Not the cookie, the cookie. But we'll have some special cookies too. There you go. Help me switch it up. I don't know if you were able to pull up that video dance party from yesterday. That was a lot of fun. You know what you think? I'll just watch it myself. But if you got, there's lots of others on there, so you don't have to just watch me crying. You can see me having fun. How I amuse myself. A little playlist there. Me dancing. My car rides. That's what I'd like to have a car ride with me, yeah. I do that. I've noticed myself, I've gotten embarrassed again. But I've had people around me got embarrassed by me. Yeah. Make fun of myself, but my little is... They don't want me making fun of her anymore. Because she started making fun of herself, I've shared that. Watched Roxanne with Steve Martin. Big Nose. Cyrano de Bergerac, I think was this. Was a little play on that one. I don't know. Making fun, right? That's if they're not getting under your skin, they'll leave you alone, right? I always make better jokes than they did about myself. But so that's what I learned. I just make fun of myself. What do you think? Am I feeling bad? Well, see, it's because I'm a weirdo anyway. You know? No. An acquired taste. I don't know. Except for when I was younger. It was like, to know me is to love me. I had all that, right? And I didn't think I was better than anybody. I was just trying to build up my self-esteem because that's what I was taught. That's what you do. But others that aren't doing that stuff, right? Instead of doing that for themselves, they'll pull you back. Whatever that is. I don't know. Do you see that in your life? But still, you're the one living your life. I'm the one living my life. Am I just gonna... Yeah, when these tears want to come and flow, I'm gonna let them flow. You say, what are you here for? Right? We're watering the seeds for that new growth. Right? So I'm turning over that shit. The water's fertilizing those seeds. And, you know, there's gonna be such beautiful gardens and stuff growing. And I know everything is in divine and perfect order. All this stuff happening that I can't see. None of us can see. We can't see what's going on behind the scenes. We don't see that seed growing once it's in the dirt, right? So I still believe. I'm just tired. My body is so worn out. I think about all the stuff that I want to do, what I would have done, how much I could have got done. It's so fast. I can't do the physical work like I used to. That's what I pride myself on. That's where I help build up my self-esteem, too. You know, oh, look at my muscles. Let me get that heavy stuff. Let me do. No, I can't do that. No, I feel useless. Yeah, I've always been a physical person, not a lazy person. No, some would like to put that on me. They have before. For me, and I had a counselor tell me that I'm just easy to project on people. Project. Because oh, is that fine? No, that's nice, fine, right? I know me. I know that's not it. But then I ended up, it was too much. Too much. And some started making it so personal and started really picking at me. The way I looked, the way I talked, the way I sounded, the way I moved, the way everything I did. Under such scrutiny. As I isolate myself, then I was isolated too. Because, you know, I don't know what to do. Now I don't know how to socialize with others. And I embarrassed friends and they cut off from me. Well, it's not that. It's not personal, right? I know it's not personal. You're still a human being. So these thoughts come up, right? That's okay. I cling to them. No, I acknowledge them. Yeah, that's there. There's a thought. Yep, you're human. Yep. Of course, I think any human being would probably feel like that in the face of this. Whatever. We're similar. Try not to be too hard on myself. Try not to feel ashamed for having feelings and emotions. For missing my children. For the issues going on in my body. That I have no control of, but I'm trying to learn how to take care of. Give care to the TLC my body really needs. Or nobody pushed it harder than me, you know. Doesn't matter. I could say they criticize blah blah blah. Nobody's pushed it harder than me. It's all that's self-inflicted, right? I chose to accept that, whatever, take it on. That's my own thoughts, whether subconsciously or not, right? That's why I gotta work it out. How this brain works. How did this brain, you know? Because these brains, human brains, will believe anything you tell them. Human brains are so easy to fool and manipulate. That's why we need to know our own brains. And how do we think? Never mind how somebody else's thinks. How do you think? You know? How do you think? How do you feel? How do you process what you think and feel? How does your body process what you think and feel? You know, we can go into the somatic and whatever, and this, if this is in your stomach, you hold this, but maybe you don't hold the same thing everybody else holds in their stomach. Maybe in your stomach, maybe that's where you carry your anger and not your sadness or insecurities. There isn't a blanket for everybody. We're all unique. But the thing is, so here, if there's a blanket, is that our bodies speak to us. Our bodies have their own language and they communicate with us. They might communicate with others too, but others might misread your body signals because they're reading them according to their body signals. Well, I don't know. Right, so I try to figure everybody else out. Figure out yourself. That's complicated enough to figure out this one human being. Just to try and figure out one human being? Well, you're one human being. Figure you out. Have you got you all figured out? There's half the battle. Is it? I don't know. Thanks anyway. Thanks for listening. I love you all. I have some more medicine. I gotta make some more. Well, my money's down. My ankle's been down, so not only missing my kids, but having to scrape by with nothing. And try not to worry about that right now. Ooh, yeah. I need my children and my children need me. Need structure and routine and stability. Something that's always going to be there that they can count on and depend on. I always wanted to be that. Not as money. Here's your finances. Here's your physical stuff. No, love. Mama's got the love. Dad's got the money. Yeah. Love of money, too. So, that's how his love translates to money. Money, 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 money. I don't want the money, and this makes it even worse because I need to keep this going. But it makes me go, ah. Because it all becomes about money. Gotta leave the kids money. Money, money, money. Money's more important than mommy. Mm-hmm. Right? Let's leave them some money. Destroy their mummy and leave them some money. Sounds good, eh? So what's happening? Well, hey, not this mummy. She don't go down so easily, right? Well, I go down and I get back up. I go down and I get back up. Every single time I get knocked down, I get back up. And I'm stronger than I was before. Maybe not this body anymore, but my spirit sure soars. Thank you. See, this is about processing. You sit down, you talk, do yourself a YouTube video if you like, whatever. Video, blog, get it out. Don't hold it in. Better out than in. That's how the healing begins. Huh? Let it out. Oh, give it up. Oh, excuse me. Now I'm going to go and blow my nose. Love yous. Oh, biggest heart hugs ever. Thank you for being you, shining your light through in everything you do. Because you know it, this world needs you. Please don't take on my stuff. Send those well wishes because I am okay. You see? And I always will be. Because I know Creator got me. You know? I depend on that more than anything. Right? That never abandons me. I hope I've never made you feel like I've abandoned you. That's not a nice feeling. I don't want to do that to nobody. Okay, so I'm here. If you need me, you can always reach out to me. You know, you just need to talk, you know. I'm here. Don't take it personally, right? Because I will get back to you. Eventually, you know what? I do have lots going on here too, but I do what I'm there, right? Sharing with you. Sharing that we can get through. We can get through this together, you know. Take those deepest things that you think you'd never get through. This is something, you know, so many times. Well, what's the point? What's the point? Well, the point is my children need me. They got one mom. And they need me. And if I'm not going to give myself the TLC. Nobody will, right? It also shows them, too, that I put myself on the back, that I make everybody else more important than me. But I'm just as important as anybody else. I'm not more important, less important, just as important. We all belong here. We're all needed here. We're all special. Yeah. We're all our creator's favorites. Love you. Thank you. Wonderful, blessed day, week, and we'll see you Monday. I'm going to hop on. I think maybe a church thing has started now. That'd be nice. Let's see. Those messages sometimes, they really help me out. It's true. Don't cut yourself off from anything. If you need to change it in your head to be able to accept those good messages coming in and those healing vibes, whatever that is for you. What is it? What helps you get back into your groove? Maybe it's a new groove. You got a new groove going on? Huh? All right. Love to hear from you. Love yous. Thank you.